Hello everyone. In today's presentation of auto materials, we are going to study what are the requirements of ideal material. After that, we will have a look on classification of materials and the selection criteria of material. Before starting our today's session, let's see what will be the learning outcomes of today's presentation. After attending today's session, student able to analyze the material and should know what are the types of requirements of ideal material. Also, student can classify the materials and able to understand what is selection criteria of ideal material and how to select proper material for specific application. So let's start with next slide. Basically, engineering requirement for ideal material is can be classified in three types. First one is fabrication requirement, second is service requirement, third is economic requirement. Let's see it in detail what actually it means. First one is fabrication requirement, which means material can be shaped easily. It means when we perform various types of operation or process like forging, punching, turning, milling, etc., then material should support that process or operation easily. Suppose I want to make door of a car, then I will select steel material for manufacturing because it will take shape of door easily and provide good strength during working. Then second requirement is service requirement, which means material should satisfy demand or nature of work. For example, in previous case, for manufacturing of door of a car, I have selected steel material due to its strength and stability. But instead of that, if I select pure aluminium, then it will not sustain jerks or any other damage as compared to steel, and hence the door of aluminium will get damaged easily in comparison with steel. Now third requirement for ideal material is economic requirement. Economic requirement which deals with overall cost of product or part. Let's take previous example again. For making door of a car, if I will select gold as a material, then it will be 1,000 times costlier than steel door. So we have to select proper material with considering cost of it. So these three are the basic requirements for ideal material. The material which satisfy these three requirements can be called as ideal material. Now let's move towards the classification of material. The material are mainly classified in four categories. First, metals, plastics, ceramics, and composites. Let's see it in detail in next slide. So here is tree diagram of classification. In this slide, we can see metals are further classified in two types. First one is ferrous, second one is non-ferrous. Ferrous metal means the metal which contain iron or ferrous as a major component, and non-ferrous metals means the metal which does not contain ferrous as a major component. Here are some examples mentioned below. In ferrous metals, generally cast iron and its type and steel and its types are considered. In non-ferrous metals, the aluminium or copper or tungsten based material are considered. Then plastic have three types. First one is thermoplastics, means when we melt it, it will get liquidify, and after cooling it will again solidify in desired shape. Second one is thermoplastics, thermosets, which means when we provide heat to this plastic, it will get more solidify or more hard. Once it is molded in a desired shape, then it cannot be molded again and again. But thermoplastics can be molded again and again, means thermosets cannot be mold again and again, and thermoplastic can be mold more than one times. Okay. Then next type is mm, third type, elastomer. It is nothing but a type of plastic which shows the elastic or rubber-like properties. And here are some example of elastomers. Then next type is ceramic, and other is ceramic is nothing but a pottery or clay product which neither metallic nor organic and chemically non-reactive and generally used for insulation. You might have seen it as a coat of your spark plug. Then last type of material is composite. Composite are nothing but combination of two or more materials, or two or more different materials having different properties, but as a composite material they shows composite unique properties. Here are some example of ceramic and composite materials. Now let's move towards the last bit of our today's session, that is material selection factors. Means here are some factors which are considered during selecting the materials. Basically there are six selection criteria on the basis of which we select the material for particular object. First one is economic factor, means your material should have possibly less price. Next one is physical and chemical properties, means material can withstand with physical or chemical damage. For example, I am selecting material for storing pure acid. Then I have to select glass material. If I choose simple plastic, then its chemical stability can't withstand with acid. Next one is mechanical properties. Mechanical properties like strength, fatigue resistance, hardness, toughness also considered while selecting the material. Next one is um, production or construction consideration. It is nothing but same we have studied in fabrication requirement, means material take required shape easily, means it is easy to machine, it is easy to mold, or it is easy to provide a desired shape. Then next one is aesthetic properties. It means your product should look good and attract customer after production. Means aesthetic properties, it is all about the looks of your product. So your material also supports these aesthetic properties or aesthetic views. Then next one is sustainability, which means your product material should maintain a certain rate, or its life should be good. Means simply we can say that sustainability means the life of your product or a material you have selected for a particular product should be good, its life should be good. Okay, so in this way we have studied this selection criteria for selecting any material or ideal material. So on this basis we can select any material for any object or any job. Okay, so this was our last slide, or here I declare end of this session. Thank you.